The BMW Concept X7i Performance was first seen at the Frankfurt Motor Show 2017. The production model set to make its debut in 2018. So let's have a closer look at this car. The new model Concept has clear, vertical proportions, 23-inch wheel rims, 3 seat rows, and an exclusive experience available inside the car. Everything identifies the Concept as an X model.
The BMW Concept X7i Performance stands for a new step in the field of luxury for the BMW brand. We already have a 7 Series sedan for a number of generations, and now we want to offer that type of roominess, that type of luxury in an SUV.
The striking exterior composed of intently focused lines combines a generously sized 6-person interior, all pared down to essentials.
This concept vehicle plays a big role also in the communication of our new design language for the BMW brand. We are introducing a form language that is cleaner, calmer, fewer lines, but the lines that we do have are very, very precise.
Take the kidney grille, for instance. Since the world premiere, people discuss this topic, not only online. So for sure, you will notice this car when it drives along the streets.
Well, in the exterior design of this vehicle, it's of course all about luxury and presence. So there's a very vertical gesture to this car, immediately visible in the shape of the BMW typical grille. The car has a lot of room, so we want to communicate that. And then all the details are actually done in a very modern, very precise way, like the very narrow headlamps and the even more narrow tail lamps. They actually also emphasize the width and the modernity in this vehicle.
Viewed from any angle, the interplay between a small number of precise lines and artfully sculpted surfaces sends out a charismatic statement of modernity, presence, and exclusivity. So what will the first ever BMW X7 look like? You will see it on the streets very soon, in 2018.
staying in touch with the rest of the world is no longer impossible, since they made it possible. Building a futuristic city in the desert is no longer impossible, since they made it possible. Discovering new planets able to host life is no longer impossible, since he made it possible. Deciphering the code of life is no longer impossible, since they made it possible. Setting up an accommodation company without any property, or a music platform without producing music, is no longer impossible, since they made it possible. Building a car able to open new roads and possibilities is no longer impossible, since we made it possible. Lamborghini introduces Urus. The super sport utility vehicle is no longer impossible, since we made it possible.
From the very beginning, we wanted Lucid to explore what an entirely new luxury experience could be. Not bound by legacy technologies like the internal combustion engine, and not bound by the tradition of the automobile. That way, we could really focus on the future. We could take a new look at cutting-edge technologies we feel will expand the luxury experience and how we think about mobility. We focused on how we could transform the space both inside the vehicle as well as the space the vehicle takes up in the world around us.
The inspiration for the Lucid Air was drawn from the travel experience of an executive jet, and the key enabler for that is the miniaturization of the electric powertrain. A traditional car has much of its space occupied by the internal combustion engine. If you replace those traditional components with an electric driveline and batteries, you can open up a lot more space for the occupants. You can effectively reduce the height and the length of the vehicle whilst increasing the interior space. The consequence is a product which is truly disruptive in its nature, spanning a whole range of traditional products. No longer has the customer to choose between a traditional segment. The customer can have optimal experience in a single vehicle. With a significantly smaller exterior footprint, the Lucid Air offers even greater interior space than a competitor's largest class-leading sedans. The Lucid Air is a vehicle without compromise, one that has incredible performance, dynamic and emotional styling, yet still offers enough space and comfort for a sublime luxury experience.